What's up? My name's Ali. Nice to meet you. Tom. Hey, nice purple shirt, Tom. Thanks, Ali. You too. Man, this conference room is tight. Yeah, it's more of a hallway. Also, these lights above here are also creating glares on my glasses, but I like to think of it as God's rays shining down on the Loving Parents Matter booth. Anyway, welcome to the Philadelphia Social Justice Fair. Wow, LPM. Love the company name. So noble. I've been seeing LPM all over CNN and social media lately with that tragic situation a few weeks ago with that loving parent. Anyway, seems like the media ran with the story as an opportunity to put fear in our minds though, don't you think? I don't know about that, Ali. The world has created an environment where loving parents are scared to walk outside their house for fear of being attacked. Or worse yet, their children. We need to validate the fear of loving parents. Only when the fear exists though. But the media can't create the fear in people and then nobly proclaim to want to overcome it. But that's a conversation for another time. Anyway, what's LPM all about? We want to rally the world to recognize the existence and validate that loving parents matter. All parents matter! All parents matter! Don't worry, Tom. I got this. All parents matter! Hey, LPM is not saying all parents don't matter. The movement is just creating emphasis on loving parents since they have been historically neglected by society. Plus, so much of the news nowadays focuses on unloving parents. We want to highlight the experience of loving parents and how we can make them feel valued so we get to the point that all parents matter. Right, Tom? Exactly, my friend. You, sir, are an ally. Awesome. As a loving parent myself, I'm more than an ally, though. Also, I remember hearing the co-founders of LPM did a TED Talk one time. Maybe I should check it out. Not necessary, Ali. It's a long video. Tell you what, we do great work to tell the world that loving parents matter. Here's a paper on the table. You can sign to support LPM and donate. Thanks, Tom. Neat symbols. I wonder where they got it from. Anyway, so by signing this, am I supporting the phrase loving parents matter as truth, or am I supporting the organization specifically? What are you trying to say, Ali? Just joking, Tom. Let me sign here. And by the way, I'm familiar with several parenting organizations that have been doing impactful work for decades, much longer than LPM. Even a more recent connection of mine, Brian Donato, talks about intentional parenting from the inside out. Are you interested in partnerships and collaborations? I know you've only been around a few years, so maybe they can help you out. No, we're not interested in any collaboration or partnerships. We know best. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you, but my name's Bill from Big Daddy Tech Electronics. I'm so sorry for what happened to your people and community. I take responsibility and apologize on behalf of what that person did a few weeks ago. Hello, sir. Thank you for acknowledging your guilt. The pleasure's mine. My organization just pledged to donate $50 million to the LPM Philadelphia chapter. Let me take a picture of your booth and put it on the Facebook message I was just ready to post. Let's see. Got it. Time to finish the post now. I did my job for today. I'm gonna get 1 million likes with this. Take my card. Call me. We are looking to add people like you to our company. We have to hire exactly 17 more of your kind to meet our DIE quotas. Thank you, my ally. It is a privilege that you are giving your privilege to someone like me. Wow, that's awesome. Now, hopefully all that money is not just going to employee salaries and not the actual cause, like all those greedy corporations nowadays. Tom, I'm just joking. I know LPM isn't like that. Yeah, I'm sure you can put that money to good use, provide valuable educational resources to loving parents in the city, or maybe employment educational programs for loving single mothers and fathers, or provide postpartum mental health support and free baby gear to loving parents, or improve the educational system in the city and partner with loving parents to provide more student-driven extracurriculars, events, and opportunities. There's so many possibilities, Tom. Correct. And did I mention we have chapters in all major cities, are backed by the leader of the Balu Party, as well as Beyonce, and 1 million Twitter followers worldwide. The NBA is also putting Loving Parents Matter on courts to stand in solidarity with us. You're a comedian, Tom, mentioning no actual impact and just generic support. If Beyonce approves, LPM must be amazing, right? And Twitter followers are definitely the thought leaders of the world. And good one, nothing creates actual change more than virtue signaling and putting words on a floor. Am I right? Am I right? Because awareness is definitely the most important thing once everyone is already aware. Plus, politicians always keep it 100. You crack me up, Sal. Anyway, what does loving parents have to do with politics in the first place? Ali, loving parents should matter to all people, no matter their political party. True. So what specific impact and achievements have you done in the city to support loving parents? We are a collective of diverse people who affirm every loving parent and fight against loving parents being systematically targeted. You misheard me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean your mission statement, I mean like actual impact, like with the billions of dollars you get across the country. Ali, I also wanted to mention that we noticed that the countries who are predominantly impacted by climate change are inhabited by loving parents. Thus, we need climate justice. Okay, don't see the connection, but anyway, impact again. Like, what does it say on the Our Impact page on your website? Well, Ali, we are a movement, and hearing us will stop people from being jealous of loving parents and institutionally targeting them. We also have protests every day where we rally people from all walks of life to make poster board sayings and promote that loving parents matter. We also pressure local officials to defund police to keep loving parents more vital to society. You're a comedian, Tom. You're getting used to billions of dollars to just talk and not act, shout at the sky, and spend millions on poster board elementary projects. Oh man. And then meanwhile, a few blocks down, kids are getting emotionally abused by their parents and not being introduced to books until kindergarten, but who cares about that, right? It's much more productive to focus on generic and lazy rhetoric. Plus, protesting and rallying people is also so expensive, not meant to be free, right? Yeah, I'm funny, right? And then not have open dialogue with governments to create long-lasting change, but instead use fear tactics to get them to create change that actually hurts loving parents. When a section of society may be doing poorly, it's definitely best to defund them instead of addressing the issues, building on strengths, maybe reallocating resources, and ultimately improving them. Having a savior mindset is definitely the way to go. I love it. Your humor is on point. You should be a reporter on The Onion, Tom. Anyway, I know you're busy, gotta talk to the next person. So I'll just look up the achievements impact on the website, save you some time. I'd love to donate, but I'm curious about where the money is going. That's not necessary, Ali. The Wi-Fi here is spotty anyway. How much you want to donate, $100 or $1,000? It's working fine for me. Let's see, I'm on the front page. I see the mission statements were updated a couple years ago. I wonder why. I'm curious, Tom, do you talk with loving parents to develop your organization messaging? We are loving parent led, in that any loving parent we find that agrees with us, they are on our team. Oh, okay, so basically you just listen to and promote certain loving parents? Who wouldn't agree with us that loving parents matter? We have no tolerance for people who do not see the issues exactly the way we see it. They are the enemy, Ali. Oh, okay, so not all loving parents matter? Anyway, I see under programs here, it just lists 2. Arts and Culture plus Loving Parents Future Month. Must be a technological glitch just having 2 programs since 2013 for the entire organization. But anyway, clicking the first, it yields this Master Series video thing from 2017. There's no links, but I'm sure there's a tech error. It's probably my phone, Tom. Yeah, man, these phones be crazy out here. Must be a leak in the ceiling or something. Anyway, here's a tissue to wipe it off, Tom. Thank you, Ali. Interesting. No Our Impact page. Let me click who we are. And it says... Oh, I already told you who we are, Ali. We are Loving Parents Matter. Don't you agree? For sure. Some of this stuff sounds good, but looking for something more specific. Let's see. On the Philadelphia page it says, quote, the chapter has flourished and launched a number of initiatives, including letter campaigns, loving parent joy and healing circles, vigils and forums. I also see signature petitions. Those things are all pretty much free to initiate. Can anyone tell me at this conference what LPM actually does? Tom, where's the money going? I should probably speak to someone else. They're waiting. Of course. But no, wait, let me dig deeper. I don't see much on impact here. Let me check out the what we believe section. I already told you, we believe that loving parents matter. Are you against that? Come on, it's like you named your organization that to intentionally try to confuse people. It's like a mental pyramid scheme. Anyway, when's that echo chamber gonna stop? Anyway, it says here, we disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages that collectively care for one another, especially our children, to the degree that mothers, parents, and children are comfortable. They intentionally exclude fathers in the mission statement for loving parents matter. So if they're anti-father, isn't that then anti-children and subsequently anti-human? Or am I just the crazy one? I have to admit, Tom, my BS meter is pretty high. Sir, we matter. We speak from experience. This is the experience of loving parents in this country who are disproportionately disadvantaged. You need to respect that. No, I respect your experience or perception of your experience, but it seems you are insinuating that every loving parent has your same experience. And worse yet, you are using your experience as an explanation for the methods and deception that LPM is using, instead of actually addressing real issues and fostering real change, therefore making light of the issues and being counterintuitive to the perceived positive benefit of the movement itself. You can say what you're fighting for all you want, but when your actions and impact don't align with that, it's all fluff. We speak for the people. I'm the wrong one to fall for that, Tom. You know that loving parents are not a monolith. In fact, your viewpoints are the minority within the loving parents community, and yet you claim to speak for all of us. How dare you deceive loving parents to support your agenda and then convince the unloving parents out there who are naive and ignorant of the diversity of loving parents to believe that LPM is a representation of all loving parents. So you're saying you don't care about loving parents? What? You're intentionally misinterpreting me, Tom. Plus you sound like a parrot. Do you even own what you're saying, or does this ideology own you? Again, I encourage all people to believe that loving parents matter and seek ways to uplift loving parents. That's why it's important to highlight and promote actual positive work in the communities that actually help loving parents, and not in all talk, cult-like, possibly corrupt organizations.
You're the one talking!
Yeah, but one difference is I'm not taking a dime to say anything. You're being combative with your language, Ali. I'm just saying, man, you call yourself Loving Parents Matter, yet it seems like your whole organization is dedicated to conversation and not real action. Discouraging healthy families, defunding the police, which makes it more challenging for loving parents, hurting the group you claim to be for, using loving parents as a shield for something potentially sinister, and apparently disappearing billions of dollars into thin air. Well done. I'm gonna spread the word, Tom. Tell everyone about this conversation. It's disturbing that this is happening right before our eyes and people are asleep. I mean, you're telling me someone just has to do research, read the website, and use common sense to see the truth about LPM? I'm going to call over the police.
The majority of people, loving parents or not, know that LPM doesn't really do much for loving parents out there. But you can't say that.
You're a loving parent and you're still not saying anything? This organization is using us, treating us like helpless pets, deceiving good people and harming loving parents for their own agenda. And that hurts my soul. Unloving parents who know the truth about LPM are scared to stand up for fear of being labeled anti-loving parents by the ignorant. And loving parents are scared to be called unloving parents or sellouts to loving parents. Everyone not a parent is like, hey, doesn't involve me, not my problem. They're all cowards, sellouts to the human race. And yeah, I'm talking to you too. Don't let fools move you. Critically think, speak truth, act real.
But if we don't go along with it, people will think loving parents don't matter.
Come on, get out of here with that nonsense. Silence only helps the foolishness and deception and hurts loving parents in this country. Ironically, by having awareness of the truth of LPM and not speaking out against the organization LPM, you are showing that loving parents do not matter to you. I'm not going to be false or sugarcoat this at all. In fact, I'm going to go on YouTube Live right now. May I have your attention, please? Will the real men and women please stand up? I repeat, will the real men and women please stand up? We have a problem here.
This guy right here, he's against loving parents matter. He thinks loving parents don't matter. Get him!
Hey, look, man, I'm going to say it one last time for the people in the back. The term loving parents matter, I support 100%, way more than you. And because of that, not despite that, I'm going to recognize a spade as a spade. The organization Loving Parents Matter is full of shit. And from what I can tell, the organization called Black Lives Matter is full of it too. Do something meaningful.